No, I'm running a little bit late, man. No, I'm running a little bit late. No, I'm running a little bit late. Be like that sometime, though, man. No, I'm running a little bit late. No, I'm running a little bit late, man. Be like that sometime, though, man. Had a business meeting today, man. Got a new business endeavor, man, that I'm working on, man. Actually, getting it started today, man. So it's kind of got a great new business endeavor, man, that I got started, man. Alpha's up, beta's down. What up, what up, what up? Dan the G God. Ziggy 1 Ton. What up, homie? John Wolf from the east side. Ruben, what up? Good to have you guys in here, man. Stream running a little bit behind, man. I had a great business meeting today, man, with this business endeavor, man, that I'm embarking upon, man. About to open a new business, man, new entertainment venue in my city, man, or in the neighboring city, man. That's it's a city that's growing pretty phenomenally, man. And I just want to get in. Right now, they just got a whole bunch of restaurants, man. And so my business partner and I, man, we wanted to bring some entertainment to the area because everyone is moving in with restaurants, great restaurants, I might add. But, I'll keep you guys posted on that, man. As you guys can see, man, this is the first design, man. I'll explain it to you, man, and tell you why I did it this way, man. This Alpha's Up, man. Let me get that tag off of it. This Alpha's Up design, man. The reason I did it like this, man, where it kind of looks like a mascot, man, because I want this to be, we're Team Alpha, man. We're Team Alpha up in here, man. Everything we represent is Alpha, red pill. We represent what it is, man. That's all we're doing, man. So, I haven't even put them up on the site or anything yet, man. They actually just came to me last night, man. First design, man. I've got several designs lined up, man. I got the men going their own way design coming, man. I got the betas down design coming, of course. I got the firmly planted design, man. I got a bunch of things. Dressification. What up, homie? Dan the G God. Yeah, appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. So we're going to get into this, man. I had an opportunity, man, to look at a few things about this topic, man. Ziggy 1 Ton, I appreciate that, man. Appreciate it. Just trying to, man, put as many irons in the fire as I can, man. Like I said, man, our goal is to retire as young men. We don't want to be working our whole damn lives, man. We don't want to be 75 years old pushing a broom at Walmart. We want to, by the time we 75, we want to have been enjoying being retired for 20 years already. Man, I'm so close, Gerard. I'm like, every now and then, man, I get a little spell of coughing, man. But I just stay up on my fluids. I think it's mostly because of the dehydration I experienced when I was down, man. But keep a big cup of H2O, man. And as long as I stay hydrated, man, it's all right. But I also keep these Hall breezers around just in case I bust in. I'm about 90% now, man. And hell, I mean, shit, we're all probably about 95%. None of us is ever really 100%. Johnny Cash, what up, homie? What up? Good to see you, boy. Good to see you. Ken 82 Draw, what up? We're going to hang in here a little bit more, man, see how many people we get on up in here, man. Just keeping it lit, keeping it 100, man. I'm going to try this damn link right quick, man, because it didn't work yesterday at all, man. We're going to see if it worked. I don't really know what's over my links now. I don't think I can link from this. Don't seem like I can link from my stream, man. See how that little dry hat come every now and then, man? I try not to. All right, let's see if this thing gonna work, man. I understand, man. Maybe when you guys click it, it'll come out all right, man. Gerard Orla say, man. Hey, man, was it Orla? Is it you from Orlando or something? Gerard, or I'm just gonna call it Gerard. Oh, he say, man, I'm going through a situation at work. They're trying to tame my Sigma nature. Hey, man, tune them out. Dean J. Man, let me see how many J's you got here, man. 1, 2, 3, 4. Man, you got about 10 J's. I'm gonna call you 10J, homie. Call you J10. J10, let's get it. That's right, that's right. Axman Hanson. What up, boy? Darius. See you in here, man. I see you in here. Let's get it. Let's get it, man. Let them know, man. Let them know. Got 19 people in, man. I only got 3 likes, bro. Let's help the likes match up, man. Help the likes match up. You know, for all you guys who just coming in, man, we haven't seen the first motherfucking Alphas Up design, man. This is it, man. Team Alpha, Alphas Up. That's a badass tomcat right there, too, man. When I decided on design, man, I had a choice between a lion, a wolf, and of course, man, we always go wolf with when we think alpha, we think lion, we think wolf. Sometimes we think bear. That fucking tomcat right there, man, that's a badass tomcat, boy. That motherfucker look like me in the wintertime, man, when I'm cut and lean and I start wearing my sweaters and shit. I'm telling you, boy, that motherfucker that was me right there, boy. So I said, man, if I can identify with that, man, I know the Alpha Brethren can, man. So when I'm done with this stream, man, I'm gonna take some photos, man. I'm gonna lay it out on the white table, take some photos, man, post it up on the site. Then I got another design, man, that I'm about to put up next week, man. So I'm going to put the alphas up. I'm going to put the betas down. And then I got the Firmly Planted shit coming. That Firmly Planted design, man, I got a designer helping me design that one, man, as opposed to just pulling images together. I have an actual designer helping, man. That fucking Firmly Planted, it's going to be killer. It's going to be your gym shirt for the summer. I guarantee it, man. Gerard Orler say, man, they trying to get me suddenly fired. And currently, as a principal, I don't want to leave based on bullshit by envious, immature fools. Man, just keep the Most High first, bro. And no weapon formed against you will prosper, bro. No weapon formed against you will prosper. Hey, listen, it's funny you say that, Johnny Cash, the hats you, man, listen, I found somebody to do these hats, man. These hats are airbrushed, man. Like, I had a cat airbrush. I got a couple of these hats, man. I had a cat airbrush them for me. And I haven't been finding anybody else who could duplicate the design. What I did, man, is I was able to track the cat down and he could do it exactly the same way, man. I don't want it any other way, man. Like, man, this hat, it goes through washes. It goes through everything, man. And it does not. Yeah, that's what it is, man. Your alpha energy, man. Dominique Daly, I see you, man. Glad to have you here, bro. Glad to hear you. Glad to have you here, man. Yeah, the homie Darius, man. Shout out to the homie Darius MGTOW, man. Brothers about his business. All right, man, let's go ahead and get into this, man. Let me cut the fan out right quick, man. It's kind of like I'm had to pop one of y'all breezes, man. You know, when you get past that flu, man, you still had that little bit of lagging cough that just won't seem to go. You know, I'm not coughing up anything or no sore throat or anything like that. It's just that dry hat that won't go, man. Yeah. You know what, man? But just keep it clean, Gerard Orler. Gerard Orler is dealing with an issue. Gerard Orler is dealing with an issue right now at the job, man, where they're watching everything he does, being petty, trying to run him up off his spot. Just keep it clean, bro. Don't do anything that they can hold against you. Like Ken 82 Draw said, man, just stay on point. Even when you on point, they're going to try to knock you off your square. But it's an alpha square. Nobody belongs on that square but you. Just keep it, man. Just keep it clean, keep it kosher, and never let them bastards see you sweat, man. Never let them see you sweat. No matter how hard they come at you, man, you stand your ground, stone face, man, and just do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Just keep going hard at your job, man. And, man, they can't knock you off your square if you don't give them a reason to. They can try all they want to, yeah. It's going to be stressful for you. It's going to irk you to death for them trying to knock you off your square, man. But let them keep going, man. Let them keep going. They ain't knock you off yet. Eventually, they're tired of trying to knock you off your square when they realize you ain't coming off your square. So, yeah, man, Johnny Cash said, man, make your next move your best move. Yeah, man, just prepare yourself, bro. I mean, if it's like that, man, then try to see what you can move on to. Don't leave because they push you out. Leave because, man, you feel like you deserve a better environment than the one you in, man. You know, that, hey, man, listen, man, they complaining because you don't smile. Come on, man. Yeah, they are being petty, man. They are being petty. But that's all, man. Shit, man. I mean, If they give you something to smile about, man, hit them with a smile. If not, man, you know, what they want you to be beta. They want you to soften up, bro. That's what they want. Dean J say, I always have a plan B. The brother Black Ram say, have a plan B, A, B, and C. Have a D if you need one. All right, man. That brings me to this situation right here, man. The power of no. See, you could give in, bro. You could give in and say, okay, they're knocking me off my square. Let me go ahead and go. But saying no to that is the easy part. It's like saying no to a woman or to women in a situation where you normally say yes. Just saying no to a woman in a situation where you normally say yes isn't enough, because there's going to come another woman in another situation that you may say yes to and then end up having to say no again. It's not about saying no to women. It's about saying no to the beta part of you that makes you say yes to women in the first place. Saying no is easy after you said yes. And so the consequences of saying yes don't benefit you. When you've seen that the reaction to your action of saying yes is detrimental to your life, it affects you in a negative manner, it's very easy to turn around and say, yes, what's the wrong decision? I need to say no. But what about the next time a situation arises and you might say yes to it and be back in the same boat where you realize you should have said no? This is about saying no to the part of you that's been embedded in your mind that tells you to give in to the pressure, that tells you to succumb to the obstacles that people throw in front of you. But Gerard O could simply say right now, I don't like this. I'm just going to quit. But why? That is the beta side of him telling him, well, I don't need this pressure. I can't take this pressure. I'm just going to quit. Without a plan B, without anything. Anytime somebody runs you off your square, it's because you didn't say no to the part of you that tells you getting off your square is the easiest thing to do. Let's say you're in a situation with a woman. She wants to become committed. She wants y'all to move in together or something like that. Now, you know, as a man, that's going to change your life in a way you don't want to. You like your freedom. You like to be able to deal with other women. You like to be able to interact with other women. You like to be able to go out with your partners whenever you want to without having to explain to a woman, without having somebody saying, where you going, when you're coming back. But the beta in you will tell you, well, you do like this woman. You do like having her around. Her sex is good. She does cook meals for you every day. She does always stroke your ego by telling you how great you look and how great you are and all of that. Maybe you should go ahead and commit to her. This is the main thing that beta will tell you. In your mind, the beta in your mind will tell you, ain't nothing out here in these streets. You ain't gonna find you find nothing better out here in these streets. Yes, you will. Your freedom is out here in these streets. That's what we have to resist. We have to resist the part of us that resorts back to all the bull crap information we've been taught as young men, as boys, the things that our feminist mothers told us, the things that our beta fathers supported that our feminist mothers told us, the things that this feminist society perpetuates through media, through social media, through all forms of communication. These are the things we have to say no to. Saying no to a woman is easy. But it's just not simply about that, because there are situations throughout life that don't pertain to relationships that we as men need to simply say no to. There is power in the word no. You don't have to load it with no bullets. You don't have to go to the range and practice at shooting no. You don't have to worry about hitting your target. No is like shooting 15 million buckshots. It hits everything. So it's a great example that the brother Gerard O is giving. They want him to be beta. They want him to give up his power. They want him to say, okay, you win. The best thing for me to do is go along to get along. The only problem with going along to get along is that when you go along, you still won't ever get along. because you lose the respect of people when you just go along to get along. The power of no simply lies in a man's ability to deny the part of him that wants him to be beta. Let me tell you something. No matter how alpha you think you are, I'm alpha as hell. I'm super duper alpha, crazy alpha, alpha to the core. I'm cold on a broad, man. I'm cold on a broad. But there's still a little bit of beta. There's still a little bit of beta side of me that questions me all the time. That questions if I am too alpha. That questions if I am too masculine. That always tries to give me another perspective on being alpha. That always tries to tell me that, well, maybe I just should be a quiet alpha. I don't have to wear my alpha on my sleeve. No, I don't have to wear my alpha on my sleeve. I have to wear my alpha on the front of my damn shirt. You can't see it on my sleeve unless you're on one side of me. But when I come to you, you can see it if it's on the front of my damn shirt, man. Alpha's up, homies. Alpha's up. Look good, man. Show your cuts off, man. Show your physique. Alpha's up. That's how we live it, homie. That's all we're worried about. We are simply exerting our power of no. Women exert their power of no. Look at what the power of no that women use is doing to successful men in this society. They don't even have to say no. They can say, 20 years ago, I said no. And still get effect from it. How much more effect can we get if we say no right now? Dominique Daly, I appreciate the donation. Appreciate the super chat, homie. Good looking out. Good looking out. I appreciate it, man. Real talk. If you want to, Dominique Daly says, stand firm. That's it, man. Stand firm on your alpha principles. They will tell you that you are being too alpha. You will tell yourself that. Do you understand that the biggest enemy to your alpha essence is your own beta mindset? All of us. Nothing ever makes you change your mind about being alpha except your own thoughts. Even if they're influenced by outside sources, the bottom line is your red pill ideology is only challenged by your own blue pill ideology. That's why you can't surround yourself with blue pill gentlemen, blue pill beta male simp manginas, because their life is glorifying the beta male existence. And I'm telling you, anyone can glorify anything to you long enough and you will start to see the positives of it. You will start to see it as a positive thing, man. I'm telling you, you will. And you will start to tell yourself, not around them. They won't make you change your mind. Their ideas in your mind will make you change your mind. And what you'll start to say is, you know what, man? All my partners have these women at home, man. They have these women that take care of them, man. Sometime, man, they be out somewhere, man, with their woman. And, you know, at that particular time, you know, I may just have some of them knocking down, man. Maybe I do need to have someone I could just be with and do things with all the time and have her around me all the time. Somebody I can get used to. Somebody I can trust. See, these are words that beta males tell you. Words like trust. Words like rely on. Words like loyalty. And they will have you assuming that this is what you need. Because you will take those ideas, put them in your own mind, and combat your own alpha thoughts, man. You have to use the power of no, not to tell them not to be beta, but to tell your damn self not to be beta. You're only responsible for yourself not being beta. So you have to tell yourself at all times, no matter what thoughts are put into your head, there has to be a big ass sign that says no entree, which means your ass can't come in if you're a beta thought. You have to guard your mind from beta thoughts. And that's simply by using the power of no. The power of no is our greatest weapon, gentlemen. It is the single most authoritative stand that we can take in our lives. Simply saying, no, I will not make that decision based on that outlook. Even if the outlook is logical. I'm going to tell you, there are some logical beta outlooks if you look at things from a beta perspective. If your goal in life is to find a wife, you can find logic in the beta perspective of that woman being so special. of that woman being so different, of that woman being so unique, of that woman being so worthy. But what makes her worthy? What makes her better than the other women? Because she's been with one man and they've been with three? That doesn't make her better unless you start to downplay your expectations, downplay your preferences. My preference is a woman who has never been touched by another man. Now, I am telling you, gentlemen, if I come across a woman who never had sex with another man, never given another man brain or any of that, you might see her on the stream with me. I ain't gonna lie to you. Now, she ain't gonna have no ring on her finger or nothing like that. She ain't gonna have no key to my crib or nothing like that. But I may showcase her. She's different. No one has ever touched her but me. No one has ever felt her interior but me. I haven't found that. You ain't gonna find it either. I'm telling you, it's not possible. AP, what up, homie? Joseph Conrad Essay, I see you. AP said, running me, why is it women make everything awkward? I try to get coffee at the shop and they make the vibe all weird. When you're in your alpha energy, man, women don't know how to respond. If a woman is around you and you're in your alpha essence, it's going to be weird. They don't know how to respond. They know they're drawn to it, but they don't know how to approach it. All women know how to approach is beta males. They only know how to approach it. That's why I say if you're alpha, you don't have to chase women because women choose on alphas. It may not be a hard choose at first, but they'll choose on you. Beta males never get chose on. So whenever it's weird like that, that just, man, those are most times, not 100% of the time, but most times those are choosing signs, man. Those are choosing signs. And if you don't want to be chosen on by those particular women, sometimes you just got to deal with their weirdness, man, because it's going to be there. There's a bakery downstairs from me, man. And on Wednesdays, they do vegetable plates, man, where they might have some broccoli, some freaking turnip greens, and they don't use any pork or anything like that. And I may go down there, and it's always weird. Always weird. I've probably been down there, man, 15 times, and every time it's always weird. There are always smiles all over the place, grinning all in my face, laughing at shit I'm saying, even if it ain't funny. Weird as hell. But that's just life, man. That's just life. You know, that's just one of the things we have to deal with. John Wood from the East Side said the book of Proverbs is the real deal. Let me tell you something, man. If you don't ever pick up another book of the Bible, man, and read it, man, read the book of Proverbs. Read it. It will enhance your life. It is simply about the things that you should do as a man and how to protect your manhood, how to enhance your manhood. Aboriginal Sensei, what up, homie? I see you. Man, you know, yeah, there's a word about man that says it's better to live in a wide house. It's better to live on a rooftop than in a wide house with a brawling woman. It is better to live in the wilderness than in a wide house with a contentious woman. I am telling you, man, every single married man in the world has chosen to live in a wide house with a contentious woman. Man, it's better to live in your damn car than live in a house with a woman and you ain't getting no peace of mind. Because at least when you ain't living in your car, you can have peace of mind enough to be focusing on the plan and get yourself out of the situation. When you're living in a situation with a woman, your power of no has been stripped from you. When you say I do, you have no power of no. When you commit to a woman, you have no power of no. Commitment means that I am relinquishing my power of no. And so all I will say to you is yes. Don't relinquish your power of no, man. It is the only weapon you have against the powers in this society that are attempting to thwart your manhood. They're attempting to take your manhood away from you. They're attempting to make you feel guilty about being a man. Never apologize for being a man. Never say yes to anything that positions you in a position where you should shun your manhood, where you should say, you know, maybe masculinity is toxic. That's the new thing, toxic masculinity. If you're so masculine that women can't be their empowered feminist selves around you, then you're exhibiting toxic masculinity. Toxic masculinity prevents women from empowering themselves in the presence of it. And that is what we as men must focus on always being. If your masculinity isn't considered toxic by women, you're not masculine. You're faking it. The same way feminism is toxic to me. I'm not going to be in an environment where feminist women are allowed to have their way. It doesn't work for my masculinity. And that's the way true masculinity doesn't work in the presence of women. That's why they always act different. That's why they can never say, what they want to say. They can never do who they want to be. They just get weird. They get crazy. They get lame, or they get angry. I'm telling you, man. Joseph Conrad essay just said it, man. I want my brothers being masculine because I want them in a natural state. Your life will never bubble the way it needs to if you're not in your natural state. And that, my friends, is based on you exhibiting, not only exhibiting, capitalizing on the power of no. I'll give you some examples on the power of no. A woman says, you're setting up a date with a woman. She flakes on you. Now, this doesn't happen if you allow women to choose on you, but let's say you're out meeting women. She flakes on you. Last minute, she says, something came up. The day of, the night of, within a couple of hours of the scheduled time, she said something came up. I won't be able to go with you tonight, but I'll make it up to you. Now, the beta in you starts to think about all the possible ways she'll make it up to you. You start thinking about sex. You start thinking about, maybe she'll give you some head in the car. You start thinking about, maybe you can get to the crib. She'll spend the night. Maybe she'll cook dinner for you. Maybe she'll do all these things to make it up. But the beta in you is saying those things because the beta in you wants the alpha in you to be weak, to allow women to overstep their boundaries and treat you any type of way. But the alpha in you is saying, oh, no way in hell will you even get a second chance. You don't have to make anything up to me. Your opportunity to make it up to me was tonight. Your opportunity, you can't make something up to me when you haven't proven yourself. Your opportunity to prove yourself was tonight. And the power of no will tell you that no matter what the hell that woman has planned, she can call you and offer anything. Well, not even call you because she doesn't get an answer to a call anymore. But she can text you with any type of reward she's willing to give you. And the power of no will tell the beta in you that it is too late. You can't make up disrespect. When you disrespect my time as an alpha male, as a masculine man, you can't make that up. Disrespect can't be made up. Disrespect is a lesson to me. When you disrespect me, it is a lesson to me. And if I allow you even the opportunity to do it again, you may not ever do it again, but more than likely you will. But if I give you the opportunity to disrespect me a second time, I have relinquished my power of no. And I've allowed the beta male in my mind to tell me that, well, she deserves another chance. Why? When has she earned another chance if she does this on the first time? The beta male in you wants you to give women things and then let them prove that they deserve it later. The alpha in you puts women on a clock. This is your chance to prove yourself. If you do not prove yourself, it is done. If you cross this line, it is done. The power of no is simply the power to resist the beta male ideals in your mind that attempt to make you look at your alpha ideology as unnecessary. Not as wrong, not as bad, but as unnecessary. When you start to view masculinity as unnecessary, you're on your way to being a beta male simp mangina, man. You're well on your way. H2O, man, it's the best no-calorie drink in all the world. This is the thing about women that we as men must always remember. A woman will capitalize and take advantage of you if you're allowed to. There is no woman who can resist the urge to take advantage of you. She's going to take advantage. So every time you shun your power of no and allow the beta male in you to convince you to give her a chance or give her or make a concession for, or let her make it up to you, or let her learn, or give her time to adjust to the way you are, that is your beta male mindset telling you that your power of no is invalid. You shouldn't use it. But women will use the power of no on your ass every day if they can. There are men in a relationship now, man, who haven't had sex with their woman, man, in 5 months. 5 months? You mean tell me, man, you committed to a woman, you personalize a woman, you claiming a woman who will make you go that long? Nigga, that's punishment. That's torture. That's a woman saying she hates you. Women know how we are about sex. They know that, man, we're an environmental, beautiful woman. They know that we need it. They know that we want it. So if you're in a situation with a woman, she's telling you that I'll go 5 months without giving you that thing that I know. It's not even a mental thing. It's not even about desire. It's about a physical need to dominate a woman. It is a physical need. It is a masculine alpha requirement to dominate a woman physically. To dominate a woman physically. And I don't mean fight her and kick her ass. I mean dominate her physically because she's submitting to you physically. Having a woman submit to you is a prerequisite of dealing with her. And the only thing that will have you dealing with women who don't submit to you is you not capitalizing on your power of no. If you, man, listen, you cannot allow a woman to get away with something once. If you allow her to do it once, it will change her outlook on you. Women only respond to harsh discipline, harsh consequences. That's why the shit that they work the hardest on in life is the shit that can make or break them the most. A woman will go hard as hell for a job that she spent her whole life going to school to get. She would do everything in her power to keep it. She will take all kind of crap from the men who are above her at her job because that job means something to her. That job will not give her concessions. She knows that they're waiting on the opportunity to give her the boot, to discipline her, to treat her a certain kind of way. And you as a man must be that same way because that is all they respond to. Women only respond to you exerting your power of no. Let a woman flake on you and you kick her to the curb. Don't give her another opportunity. That woman will pursue you much quicker, with much more fervor than a woman who you've allowed to get away with that shit multiple times. The woman you allowed to get away with that multiple times, man, she's going to start treating you like a real live scrub, man. It's in her. John Wood said, I work at an airport Starbucks. I was assisting a customer and there was a lack of markers to name the cups. A female worker had one. I borrowed it. She made a scene. Didn't yell nor shout. I chilled. That's alpha, man. Now that's alpha, bro. That's another way that you say no. The power of no. Never let anyone pull you into their zone. If someone is belligerent and violent and being stupid, never let them pull you into it because now all you are is another stupid person. You have fallen from your alpha ledge and just become another stupid person. If a woman is emotional, let her be emotional on her own. When a woman starts yelling and acting stupid, let her be stupid on her own. Elevate yourself up. Always remember that you are above her simply because you stick to your alpha guns and you exert your power of no. So when her vibe says, join me in this, let's argue, let's fight, let's make a scene in public, your power of no says, no, beta male inside of me, you will not influence me to become her. You will not influence me to behave as she behaves because it is expected of her. Even if we don't want to admit it in public, it is expected of women to behave that way. So when the beta male in you tells you that you should defend yourself against this woman. This woman is attacking your character. This woman is disrespecting you. Look at how the people in here are looking at you. That's what the beta male says, because the beta male thinks like a woman. The beta male thinks more about what people think about you than you ever should. So the alpha in you says, no, they're not looking at me. They're looking at her. That bitch the one in here acting crazy. I'm chilling. You cannot allow yourself to be pulled into anyone else's thought process. Because a red pill man, another red pill man, another alpha male, another MGTOW man, another Ilmore man will never pull you out of your alpha essence. You will never be pulled out of your red pill essence by interacting with another red pill individual. Your red pill essence will be enhanced. Your red pill essence will be promoted. Your red pill essence will be embraced. Your red pill essence will be perpetuated. That is what it is, man. You cannot ever allow anyone to make you shun your power of no. It is the most simplistic power we have, man. It is the most noteworthy power we have, because that one simple word changes everything. Everything, man. Just say no. Not to them, not to women, not to society, not to beta males, not to anyone externally. Say no to the beta in you that's trying to remind you of all the bullshit you've been taught. All the bullshit you thought was correct. All the things you've done in your life that didn't pan out, that the beta male in you wants you to try again. The power of no is simply resisting the things that attempt to be adversarial to the alpha in you, man. What you mean, Dan the G guy? That was quite an exclamation, man. Who's that for? Ken 82 Draw says it's an internal struggle between alpha and beta within us because of indoctrination and brainwashing. We grow up thinking beta is being a real man. That's it in a nutshell, man. So that is why I say gird yourself with red pill information. Nah, AP didn't say he saw one more alpha than him, did he? Nah, that was a typo, man. He didn't mean that. AP didn't mean that, man. I'm going to say that's a typo, Dan. He didn't mean that. Yeah, see, I knew he didn't mean nah alpha. You know, I knew something. Gilbert Bird, what up? Dip said it's nice. I see you in here, homie. Yeah, he meant manly, man. He seen one more man. Now I'll tell you, that's some manly broads out here, man. But I'm telling you what the problem is. The problem is they're so used to men not exhibiting their power of no. If you keep telling a man, a woman that everything she does is okay, the beta male and you keep telling you, well, she's a woman, she doesn't know any better, she can't think straight, she's illogical, she's this. We know all these things, but they're not excuses to let her do whatever the hell she wants to do. It gets to a point where a woman looks at you as a weakling because she's able to do whatever she wants to do to you. At that point, if anyone is able to do whatever they want to do to you without consequences, you become submissive to that person. You submit it to that person. That's why when a woman submits to you sexually, whatever comes to your mind, you can do it. She's okay with that because she's completely submitted herself to you. She's giving you control of her body. She's giving you control of the sensual space at that particular time. And you can do whatever you want to do. Period. Whatever you want to do, you can do. You can take her outside. Hey, man, I've done it before. You can take her outside, man, and bend her over your car in the driveway. You can do whatever you want to do because she submitted herself to you. And that is what it is, man. You must. Good point, Gilbert Bird. Hey, man, 46 people in here, man. I only got 20 likes, brothers. Let's get the likes up, man. Let's get the likes up. Likes matter, man. They matter. So, you have to understand. Doc Mitch 24. What up, bro? What up? I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. So, you have to understand, man, that when you see these masculine women, these women are in their masculine because they're used to dealing with men who are in their submissive feminine nature, men who are okay with being told what to do, being controlled by women, being instructed by women, being guided by women. Those women can't help but feel masculine. That is what being masculine is about, being in control. So if you're constantly in control, you're going to start feeling more masculine. You're going to start feeling more manly because control makes you feel manly. It makes you feel manly. That is why your power of no is so important, man. It is so important. Ghost and Wild Black, I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it. Your power of no is the only thing that separates you from a beta male. So the beta male in you wants you to be beta because beta is an easier life. Let's admit it. Being beta takes a lot less effort and energy than being alpha. Now, is the payoff better? Not in my estimation, not in your estimation, but it's a much easier life because you just do what the hell you're told. You follow instructions. You follow the lead. Whole lot easier to be a follower than it is to be a leader. Because as a follower, you don't have to deal with the consequences of the decisions. You don't have to make the tough decisions. You just do what the leader does. And most beta men are led by women. Period. And your power of no is, I'm telling you, man, if you are not focusing on your power of no every day, you are doing yourself a disservice as a man. You are doing yourself a disservice. Your power of no is the thing, the one thing that makes you masculine. Because saying no to yourself is a very, very introspective look at every single situation you make, man. Every single decision you make is based on you looking at yourself. Saying to the beta male in you, no, you are wrong. I would take this straight and narrow path, the less traveled path. You can never say no to you can never say yes to the beta male in you and think it's going to benefit from it. You can't benefit from allowing the beta male in your mind to determine your decisions. He's an idiot. He loves women. Not just sexually, he loves women. He pedestalizes women. He thinks women are amazing. He thinks God is a woman. He thinks all women are queens just because they're born female. You can't listen to that fool. He's a fool. He is a fool, man. Never be guided by a fool. So whenever the beta in you tells you anything, you must tell him no, because he's only going to lead you into a situation where you are at the mercy of women, or even worse than that, at the mercy of another man. And when you put yourself at the mercy of another man, when you put yourself in a position of submission to another man, like they want you to do at church, when they want you to submit to the pastor as your spiritual guide, man, you are feminine in that man's sight. That man views you on the same level as a woman. So this isn't just about women. Your power of no protects you from all beta essences, man. It protects you from becoming victimized by the beta that's in all of us. And any man here who says there's no beta in him is a damn lie, man. There's beta in all of us. You just have to try to make sure there's an imbalance where there's more alpha than beta. And if you keep working, the alpha increases more and more. But the best you can do is a 90-10 split. 10% of your outlook, 10% of your mindset, 10% of your beliefs, 10% of your essence is always going to be beta. Simply because you were created from a man and a woman. So there will be some beta left in you no matter how strong you become. It's just the way it is, man. You have to combat the beta. Build the alpha, reduce the beta. That is your goal in life. As long as there's more alpha than beta, your power of no will be easier to ascertain. It will be easier to exhibit. It will be easier to employ. If your beta levels are higher than your alpha levels, you are damn near destined to give up your power of no. That's the only difference between a man who does beta shit and a man who doesn't. It is simply your levels, man. It is simply your levels of testosterone and estrogen. If you have more estrogen, you're going to be more beta. If you have more testosterone, you're going to be more alpha. That still doesn't mean that every single decision you make is going to be alpha. You still have to work at exhibiting your power of no at all times. That's why I tell you gentlemen to work out. Hit the iron. If you're not going to hit the iron, do some body weight training. I recommend body weight training because you can do it every day. You can do it every day. If you first start off and you sore, give yourself a day of rest. But you don't have to rest until you're not sore anymore. But work out every day, man. Do something every day. Do push-ups every day. Do pull-ups every day. Do chin-ups every day. Do all of these things every day, man. Do ab work every day. Do all of these things every day. Because every time you train your body, you are increasing your testosterone levels, which helps you maintain your alpha essence, man. Even with lightweight training. The thing is, man, you can't do heavyweight training every day. You can't lift heavy weights every day. But if you're using light dumbbells, man, going with some 20, 25s tops, man, you can do all kinds of work every day. And it's not just about doing those heavy-ass movements, the squats and the deadlifts and all that. Yeah, I do squats. I do deadlifts, but I don't do no heavy-weighted shit. I'm not putting 300, 400 pounds on my back, loading that shit on my spine, squatting with it, man. Why would I do that? It doesn't take all of that. Because it is more about your overall alpha essence. If I'm strong, but I can barely wipe my own butt, what does that mean? If I'm huge, but I can barely tie my own damn shoes because I'm not flexible, what does that mean? It is about increasing your testosterone levels. Once you do enough work to increase your testosterone levels, what more is there? And it takes quite a bit of work to increase your testosterone levels, man. You ain't gonna do it just by pussyfooting around. You gotta work. But by the same token, what about the mental aspect of it? Excuse me, fellas. What about the mental aspect of it? What about the mental aspect of your alpha essence? Because see, the testosterone levels are just going to make you more alpha than beta. Decision making is mental. It's up here. What about this part? How do you exercise your mind the same way you exercise your body? I'll tell you how. Test yourself. Put yourself in situations where your alpha essence is tested. Prove to yourself that you can exhibit your power of no. Practice. Just like you have to train your body consistently to see results, you have to train your mind consistently to see results. You can't have a strong mind if you don't exercise your mind. Are you crazy? Read red pill content. Let me tell you something, man. And this is going to be the segue into the formal education versus self-education segment of this stream. We'll get into that in about 11 more minutes. We'll get into that in hour 2. So let me hit this fan, man. Cut this fan off. Oh, you know what? Shit, where's the remote? I got the remote to this shit somewhere, man. I would rather just set it down, man. Let me see if I can find the fan remote right quick, man. All right. I don't really need to cut it off, man. I need to cut it on low right quick. All right. So, man, this is what I'm saying, brothers. Great point, Johnny Cash. Great point. More victories in life increase testosterone. Confidence increases testosterone. That is why lifting, building your body increases testosterone, because you become more confident. You feel more manly. You think like a man. When you wake up and look at yourself, you feel like you're looking at a man. If you got man boobs in the gut, man, you don't feel manly when you look at yourself, man. Man boobs look too much like female tits. You can't feel the same level of confidence when you get lean and you get yourself together. That's why I say continue the process, man. Don't plan on being this way by a certain point. Make this a lifestyle. Alpha is a lifestyle, man. It is not just something we pick up for a little while until we get a result. Everything that is alpha is a lifestyle. You want to keep building this forever, man. This is your life. If you live to be 100, you want to keep building your alpha essence until you're 100. This isn't something you do for a certain period of time. Well, by the summertime, I want to be like this. No, brothers, that is not what you do. This is your life. This is not a game. This is not a joke. This is not a class that you can graduate from in a couple of years. This is your life. And if you want your life to be alpha, there are two things you must do. Resist that beta male motherfucker in your mind that's telling you that you don't have to be so alpha, and do that by capitalizing, embracing, practicing, strengthening your power of no. That is all you have, man. When the beta male in your mind says to you, you don't have to work out today. You worked out yesterday. Had a good workout yesterday. Rest today. Go have some ice cream and cake today. And have a cheat meal today. When you know it's not your day to do that, tell that motherfucker no. When the beta male in your mind tells you, that woman over there, she's not even worried. She's not even thinking about you. Had to look your way once, but you like her. Go pursue her. Put yourself on Front Street where you have to sell yourself to her, as opposed to presenting yourself to a woman who already wants to buy. A woman who wants to sell herself as a worthy owner of your time, as a worthy participant in your life. Tell that motherfucker no. When the beta male in you tells you that you should turn the other cheek, or put down your, give a motherfucker your cloak when they take your coat, tell that motherfucker no. That's your power of no. Not to the world, to your damn self, man. You could be your biggest, your biggest fucking adversary. You can be your biggest promoter of your own well-being, or you can be your biggest enemy. You could be the biggest detriment to your own life, man. And whenever that beta male does anything that you know is a detriment to your alpha existence, simply tell that motherfucker no. No. You will not guide me, you beta male simp mangina motherfucker. You don't have no power in my life. You're here because I can't fully get rid of your ass. You're a part of me, always have been. But you will never get to the point where you have enough power where you can actually exhibit control over my decisions, because I would not do that. So the one thing that approaching a woman does, I'll go a little bit further for you, AP. AP says guys don't stare at women. It validates them, feeds their ego. I'll go one further. If you approach a woman who has not chosen on you, there is no greater sense of validation you can give her. This is a woman who was sitting minding her business, and she was so amazingly beautiful to you, so desirable to you, that you went and interrupted her when she wasn't even paying attention to your ass. There's no greater validation you can give a woman than to approach her when she's showing you no interest at all. You see, it doesn't validate a woman when she chooses on you, and then you make her hard choose, and then you approach her. It doesn't validate her. You've already got her out of the mindset of validating herself. She's trying to make sure that she proves herself to you. Any woman that chooses on you is putting herself on Front Street. That is the most vulnerable position a woman can be in with a man she's never met, is by letting him know she's interested, even if he has shown her no interest at all. It's the same thing with you. How validated do you feel as an alpha male if the most beautiful woman in the room chooses you? Sit and lie and say it doesn't validate you as a man. Sit and lie and say it doesn't make you feel great. Sit and lie and doesn't make you look at the rest of the men in the room and say, motherfuckers, this is why I'm alpha. This is why I'm me. This shit works because I'm me. Tell me it doesn't make you feel that way. If you say it doesn't make you feel that way, it's only because you never had it happen to you. I'm telling you what I know, man. And I know that level of validation. I know how it makes me poke my alpha chest out. And when that beautiful woman chooses on me, and then I make her give me a hard choose, and she does that as well, I know how alpha my approach is to her. I approach her like I already own her, like she's already a possession of mine. I approach her like she has been waiting all of her life to simply be in my presence. Now reverse that and think about that's the level of validation you give a woman when you choose her. Approaching a woman is simply choosing her. Why, as a man, would you ever put yourself in a position where you are choosing a woman? That is a feminine position to be in. It is a submissive position to be in. When you choose someone, you have submitted your confidence to them. They can either build your confidence or shatter your shit. And I'm telling you, if you're a man who says that being rejected by women doesn't matter to you, then I'm sorry. You're not as alpha as you think because you accept and respect rejection as a part of your existence. I don't get rejected by women because I let women choose. I do not get rejected by women ever. I have never been rejected by a woman in my entire life. Now, granted, I was raised by pimps, so I was always taught to let women choose, even from the time I was young. So I've never approached a woman who didn't choose, ever. It is a lose-lose situation. So if you are a man who has accepted rejection as an everyday part of your life, there's no way you can be full alpha, man. Rejection is not a part of the alpha existence. It's just not a part of the alpha existence, man. So anytime you're in a situation where you're okay with being rejected and you've been rejected and you accept that as a part of your life, I am sorry to tell you that you cannot ever claim to be full alpha. How can rejection not affect you if you're alpha? Rejection is a fucking surprise to me, man. I am totally flabbergasted if a woman rejects me. Like, bitch, I'm me. How? I am not meant to be rejected by a woman, man. Women don't reject alpha males because alpha males don't put themselves in beta ass positions. Choosing on a woman is a beta position. It is a position that puts you at the whim of that woman. I get what the fuck I want. But the catch to 22 to that is I only want what is already mine. I'll say that again. And then I clarify. I say I only want that which is already mine. So when that woman chooses on me, she is already letting me know she is mine. Choosing is a form of submission. Period. It is a form of submission, man. Dominique Daly, I appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. Second time through, man. I appreciate that donation, bro. Good looking out. Good looking out. Hey, man, if y'all want to join Dominique Daly, man, we're contributing to the Alpharonomy, man, the Alpharonomy Essence, man, the book of Alpharonomy, the Alpha 2. Hit that $sign down there, man, or go to this PayPal link right here, man. Let me put this link in here again. I haven't put it in there in some time there. It, man. PayPal.me/Alpharonomy. All right, that's it, man. So, Terrence Taylor, what up, home? I see you in here. Like when being rejected me, you don't lose nothing. You know that. Listen, man. This is the thing with me, man. For one thing, I don't have the time to be approaching women. It takes too much effort and energy to approach women. You think about this, man. When you approach a woman who has shown no interest in you, you have to present yourself as worthy of her. As worthy of her. You have to present yourself as worthy of her. She has to approve of you, man. She has to approve of you. Why put yourself out there to see if a woman will approve of you when you can simply be chosen on by the women who already show their approval? Let me tell you something, man. Approaching women shows a sense of desperation. Like, what is going on where you feel like you as an alpha male, if you're alpha, true alpha, you don't have to approach women because women will choose on you regularly. You just have to know the choosing signs. You just have to know when you're being chosen. That's it. If you know when you're being chosen, and women will not always, they will likely not give you a hard choose initially. They will give you a subtle choose. They will let you know that they are interested in you. Man, listen, it could be something as simple as a sparkle in her eye, but you have to know when you're seeing that sparkle in a woman's eye, man. Period. It is simple things. When a woman chooses soft, you make her give you a hard choose. A hard choose is an open smile. A hard choose is a wave. A hard choose is a really deep ear-to-ear grin if you blow a kiss at her. These are things that make a woman hard choose. When you get that hard choose, man, it's over. When you get a hard choose, you can't even talk yourself out of the sex, man. You can, man, it's so hard to listen, you literally have to run away from a woman that gives you a hard choose. So what I am saying is, hey, man, if you need women so much that you have to pursue them, do that. I'm not saying that you just shouldn't do it if that's what you need in your life. What I am saying is, as an alpha male, I don't need that. As an alpha male, it is my ego that must be stroked by her. It is my ego that is important. It is my alpha male essence that is meant to be built up in every single environment. It is me who is the prize, not her. Why would I, as the prize, go pursue something that's not the prize? How much sense does that make? Tell me how. It is like me being the champion. If I am the heavyweight champion, why in the hell would I go fight the featherweight champ? Why? If I'm in the NFL, why would I go play on a team that's in the XFL? If I just won the Super Bowl championship, am I going to go try to win the XFL championship? I don't care about the XFL championship because I am the Don. I am the top dog, man. I am the prize. It is me. I am the one who matters. She doesn't matter. Why should I give her the validation of having a man of my caliber approach her? It is for beta males to approach her. It is for men it is for men who are validated by women to approach women. It is for a man who feels validated by the fact that he can go over there and approach that woman over there who has shown no interest in him and win her over. Winning is about rewards. There is no reward in winning a woman. When you win her, what the hell do you get? The same thing that alpha male she chose on last week got with minimal effort. Every woman ain't meant for your ass to have. It ain't meant for you to have every woman you see that you think is attractive. Everything in the world ain't meant for you. It ain't meant for you to have every single financial opportunity that you think you might want. Everything in the world ain't meant for you. It's not meant for you to have every single thing that you see that you think is beautiful, that you think is great, that you think you might enjoy. Everything in the world is not meant for you. Focus on getting the shit that's meant for you, and you'll have a much more fulfilling life. Your life will be grand. Your life will be great. You will always be elevated as an alpha male. You will always get the validation that being alpha gives you. You see, me going to approach a woman and her giving me her number, that doesn't validate me. Me being chosen on by a beautiful woman who doesn't want me to give her a number. She wouldn't mind leaving with me right now. That is my validation as an alpha male, because beta males can't do that shit. The difference between alpha and beta is actions, reactions, and rewards. A beta male doesn't get chosen on by the most beautiful woman in the place. A beta male doesn't get chosen on by any damn body. But any man, beta, alpha, a gay man can go approach a beautiful woman in somewhere, man. Listen, a butch dyke can go approach the most beautiful woman in the place and try to mack her. What separates me from them? What separates them from me? What separates alpha from beta? It's about the things that we don't do. It's about the things that we elevate ourselves above, man. If we're alpha, there's certain things we're not going to do. Simply Deep 1985. What's up, homie? I see you in here. Good to see you in the stream, bro. Fortitude, what up? I am telling you, man, getting women is not about being alpha. Any man can go approach any man, a beta male. If you're a beta male, go approach 100 women. Go approach 100 beautiful women. You're going to get some of those women numbers, man. But if you approach 100 women and you only get 20 of them, your fucking odds of success with women are 20%, man. 20 women is a lot of women to be juggling. Let's say if you approach 100 women in a week, you get 20 of them. That's a lot of women to be. Those numbers sound great. But there's a man who's got 20 beautiful women that he's juggling. But you're not juggling them. You're pursuing them. You know how much time and energy it takes to pursue 2 women? You're pursuing 20? Let me tell you something, man. This is about living an alpha life. And there are certain things as an alpha male that are your right, certain things you deserve, certain things that only you can enjoy that the beta male can't. I don't do shit that the average man can do. If the average man can do it, it's not alpha, because the average man ain't alpha. So if you're a man that's not being chosen on by women ever, you probably should approach women until you get your shit together. To where women approach you. Man, it's not even about having your shit together, man. It's about being original. Let me tell you what women love more than anything. Originality. You could be great, you could be rich, you could be paid, you could be whatever. But if your ass is original, that's what women love, man. When women go buy purses, when they go buy shoes, you know why they buy them? Because they're new, they're original, they haven't seen them. You know why women go shopping and buy clothes? Because they're new, they're original, they haven't seen them. You know why women are the most likely to go buy a brand new car? Because they just changed the body style. They're original. No one has ever seen it. You know why women always go and get their hair done in new styles? Because they've seen the style that they've never seen before in their area. It's new, it's original. Women respond to originality. They respond to you being different from any man they've ever met. It doesn't matter if you're stronger, none of that matters. When it comes to women, the only things that matter is that you're different and that you don't sweat them. Your power of no is the thing that keeps you from doing shit that all other men do. And there's nothing in the world that the majority of people do that was made for the upper echelon of people. The upper echelon of people in any society have a certain life, and everybody else shares in a similar life, but different from the upper echelon. I'll say that again in layman's terms. Everyone who is in the top level of society has a certain life. Everyone below them doesn't even understand that life. They only understand the life that they as the masses live as a unit. All similar shit. Man, what I ain't telling you is alpha. It's the upper echelon of manhood. So I'm not even saying that pursuing women is wrong. I'm telling you pursuing women is an alpha. Whether it's wrong or right is an individual choice. But there ain't nothing alpha about choosing on women. Being alpha is about being chosen. Being alpha is about being revered from the onset. A woman who chooses you reveres your aura. This woman doesn't know you from a can of paint. But you know what she does know? She knows that there's something different about you. She knows that there's something intriguing about you. She knows that you are a man whose presence she wants to be in. The woman you choose on, she don't know shit. But you some motherfucker that's approaching her just like 50 other motherfuckers that approached her in the past month. You are nothing but an average man if you do average shit. Average men do average things, so they live average lives. Alpha men do alpha things, so their lives are limitless. Let me tell you something about alpha. And this is a slogan. This is my trademark slogan for my Firmly Planted brand, for my high altitude clothing line. The sky is not our limit. It is our destination. We don't have a limit. We're alpha. Whatever the hell we can build in our lives, it just keeps growing until we die. Man, I am telling you guys, and I will wrap this segment up on this. When you see men doing a bunch of things, the beta in you will tell you that's the way to go. Tell that motherfucker no. He's an idiot. When you see men capitalizing on certain methods of getting money or certain methods of getting women or certain methods of doing anything that they deem possible, and the beta male in you tells you, well, maybe you should do that too. Tell that motherfucker no. He's a beta male idiot. What you should be doing is the thing that you see most men avoiding. Most men don't have the wherewithal to allow women to choose on them because they're pussy hounds. They're too concerned with chasing women. They're too concerned with going after things. They think like women. They want things that they can't get. They want things that they feel like they truly don't deserve, so they pursue them so they can stroke their own ego by getting those things. As an alpha male, man, beautiful women are par for the course. But we're so focused on our own endeavors, on improving our lives, that chasing women is never even an afterthought. But while we're on our mission, we're going to come across women that are going to choose on us. And let me tell you something. 9 times out of 10, if you're about your business, on your mission, on your grind, doing the thing that you were put here to do, the thing that brings you joy, the women that choose on you will already be in that environment. So they'll likely know what you're about already. Let's say if you're at a fucking poetry reading. Let's say if you're at a poetry slam. You're at some club and everybody just going on stage spitting poetry. If there's a woman in there that chooses on you, she already knows what kind of man you are. So she combines that with the aura you present. And when she chooses on you, she's almost choosing on a man she feels like she knows already. So her comfort level with you is higher already. Her attraction to you is higher already because she already knows that there are things you have in common. Well, a woman is not going to choose on you just based on how the fuck you look unless she's a harlot. A woman chooses on a man that she thinks she has something in common with. A man who she feels like can enhance her life just by being in his presence. And if you allow that to take place in your life, you don't have to worry about a success rate with women. All of your interaction with women will be successful, period. And the ones that aren't, they won't be because you're in control of the situation and you decide that you don't want to pursue it any further. Not because some woman deems your ass unworthy. A woman who chooses on you will not flake on you on a date. Trust me. A woman who chooses on you will not stand you up when y'all supposed to be together. She will not have you waiting at your crib thinking she coming over and her ass don't show up. A woman who chooses on you will not play that game where you call her and she doesn't call your ass back to the next day. Or you text her and she doesn't text your ass back to the next day. She doesn't play that game because she's interested. She's already interested in you. Sell yourself to women if you want to, you beta male motherfucker. If that's what you want to do, sell yourself to women while me and my alpha brethren allow ourselves to sit back like we're in an auction and have women present themselves to us, hoping that they're worthy enough to be in our presence. That is what we'll do. All right, let me get into the comments, man, before I get into this next segment here, man. Let me see what we got here. Dean J said, I never asked women for their number. Never. That's beta. It's saying, please, lady, will you take me on and accept my pretty... Yeah, that's what it is, man. And accept me pretty, please. That's what it is, man. I'm not asking a woman for her number, man. I don't ask a woman for a number. Now, there are women, man, that I ended up seeing, man. There are women who chose on me before, man. And once we had that conversation, man, Like, I don't want to put forth any effort, not for women. They're not worth the effort. So there are women who chose on me before, man, that I ended up not communicating with further than that because they didn't give me their number. You know, I don't ask women for their number. I agree with that, DJ. I just don't. You know, because I don't need to have 50 women. I don't need to have, you know, a woman every day of the week. I just don't need. I don't have time for women every day of the week. If you have a great experience with a woman on Saturday, if you need a woman by Monday, your ass to have a great experience Saturday. When you have an amazing sexual experience with a woman, I'm talking about one where she goes to work to make sure you enjoy yourself. Man, that shit drain you, man. You don't need sex again, man, for probably a week. I've had experiences that were so great, man. I didn't even think of sex again for a week. Totally drained me. Totally drained all my sexual energy, man, to where it took me a week to build my shit back up, working out, eating good, making sure my nutrition was on point, man. Those are the experiences I like. If you can get with a woman every week, it has nothing to do with a high level of testosterone or you having a high sex drive. It has something to do with you having very unfulfilling experiences with women where all you getting out of is a nut. You're not getting the alpha energy of a woman putting forth all the effort she can to please you. That's the level that most men don't understand. And as alpha men, that's what we have to look into. 42 says standards and value are the separation, my brother. No doubt about it. Standards and values are what separates us from the average man. There are certain lines we won't cross because they compromise our integrity as alpha men. They compromise our respect for ourselves. The main thing you must have as an alpha male is a respect for self. You have to honor yourself first. You have to view yourself as an upstanding man, as a high-level individual, as a quality character man. That is how you hold yourself above everyone else. You must feel like you are better than those men. I am better than a man who pursues women on a regular, man, because I view myself as more significant than he does. Yeah, fake laughs make me sick. Why do men compromise? If it ain't funny, don't laugh at her jokes. Man, even a woman says something funny, I don't laugh, man. She might get a little, that's it. I do that again. This is all she gets. That's it. If it's funny as shit, that's all she gonna get. I don't want her to stop. I don't want to be trying to entertain me like she, you know, like the comedian Samora or something. I don't want her to try to entertain me like a comedian. I want her to figure out what entertains me and work hard at doing that so I enjoy myself with her. Dean J said the more women a man chases, he becomes more beta and puts work in for nothing and no gains at all. No doubt. No doubt about that, man. Betas follow like puppies. For sure. For sure. Can't A2 draw. You're right, man. Whatever it takes to get laid, man, for betas, man, they'll do it. Like, I don't understand how they put so much stock in it, man, because it's easy to get. Women want to, on one hand, they say women want sex just as much as men do, but then they go chase it like women don't want it. I don't understand. Women don't want it from a man they don't choose on. Women don't want sex from a man they don't choose on. Women choose on the men that they want to give sex to. Women choose on the man that they want to spend time with. Well, you don't have to choose on a woman. And when you choose on a woman, you're trying to force her to put you in the group of men that she wants to have sex with. It's not worth the time, man. It's not worth the energy. It's not worth the energy. Unsunken One, I see you in here, bro. Johnny Cash, I never had a problem with women choosing. Never was big on approaching. Never was really needed, though. Great feeling with a female vying for your attention. Man, there's no better feeling a woman can give you than vying for your attention. When a woman puts forth effort, when she puts forth optimal effort to make herself important in your life, man, there's nothing more alpha. There's not a much more alpha feeling that a woman can give you. There are more alpha feelings that you can get yourself by pursuing your goals and achieving things. But when it comes to the feeling women can give you, there's no greater feeling, man, than having a woman who prioritizes your approval of her. I say that again. When a woman prioritizes your approval and acceptance of her, when it becomes a priority in her life, there's nothing that makes you feel more alpha, bro. So, all right, man, we're going to get into this next segment here, man. My son got a baseball game, man, today. It's about an hour drive away, so this one probably going to be about a couple of hours. Look here, man. Let's talk about formal education versus self-education. Now, first, I'm going to tell you like this. This is my angle on it before I even get into it. Formal education will get you a good job. Self-education will make your ass rich. I say that again. Formal education will get you a good job. There are plenty of people with master's degrees and PhDs with great jobs, great careers, make a lot of money for the work they do. But very few of those people are wealthy. Most people who are wealthy, who went to college, quit college because they realized they educating themselves on something will get them further. Or they got all the little bit of information they could get from secondary education and decided that, you know, the rest of the way, I can get a lot farther if I educate myself. So I'm going to give you some stats here, man, that are going to blow your mind. And I researched these from several different sources to, you know, I believe in sourcing information from different sources and not just taking one set of statistics or one set of information. The average person reads 5 books per year. 5 books per year. The average CEO reads 5 books per month. That's fucking self-education right there, boy. 1/3 of high school grads in the U.S. never read another book beyond high school. I'm not talking about not the next year. I'm talking about never. Man, these fucking stats are alarming to me. 42% of college grads never read another book after graduation unless it is necessary to further credential themselves in their career. Outside of that, 42% of college grads never read another book. And I'll tell you something else. 42% of college grads never get wealthy. 42% of college grads die in debt, student loan debt. 42% was for that. 70% of college grads who have secondary degrees, master's, PhD, will die before they pay off their student loan debt. I say that again, will die before they pay off their student loan debt. The average student loan debt in the United States, man, is almost $200,000. Because if you're gonna go, you can't just get a bachelor's degree. A bachelor's degree is a new high school diploma, man. You can't do shit with that. Bachelor's degree, damn, like a GED now. Listen, this one is really gonna be staggering to you. 80% of U.S. families didn't buy or read one book over the past year. 80% of U.S. families didn't buy or read one book over the past year. Now let's break this down. Formal education is necessary if you want a career in most fields in the U.S. If you want a career in the medical field, you can't do it without formal education. If you want a career in the psychological field, you can't do it without formal education. If you want a career in the educational field, you can't do it without formal education because there are certain degrees and certain licenses that are necessary. But none of those people that make a shitload of money. You can look at doctors and think doctors make a lot of money. Doctors don't make a lot of money, man. Surgeons make a little bit of money. But your doctor, your fucking ear, nose, and throat doctor, the doctor that give you your checkups, there are YouTubers that make more money than them motherfuckers. And I'm not talking about PewDiePie. I'm talking about much lower level YouTubers that make more money just off YouTube AdSense than the average doctor. But who has the student loans? So see, my thing is, as men, we have several different options. Because even if you go to a trade school and it takes you 2 years, you paid that shit out of pocket. So you don't have the student loan debt, and There is so much information beyond that point. Once you finish and you become licensed in whatever field it is, you continue your own education beyond that point. Everything after that is self-education. So you can take a little bit of formal education, get as much as you need from it to be able to enter into the field. And from that point, you self-educate yourself through reading and through working in the field, man. Formal education is a business. Anything in this society that becomes a business loses its effectiveness as a way of improving your life. So when church became a business, church used to just be church. You go in, somebody tells you the Christian doctrine, and you come out of there and feel like you feel great, like you're going to heaven. When church became a business, the effectiveness of church at improving people's lives, even if just emotionally and mentally, changed. Because the pressure of sustaining a business starts to overtake any value that it gives. And so it becomes a financial thing. The same thing with formal education. Formal education becomes a business. And so the business of it, the money of it, man, let me tell you something. There are statistics that show the amount of money it takes right now to get a formal education has multiplied over 10 times since 1980. Over 10 times since 1980. There are less scholarships being given out. And for what? How many people do you know who run their own businesses and they have multiple degrees from colleges? Just tell me one. I know one. Well, I know two. I know three. They're all in the psychological field. They're all in the psychology field. They all have mental health behavioral businesses. All three have those. And they're all in the same area. My area. I know 3 different companies, 3 different founders of those companies. They all have the degrees. They all have the licenses to do that. But they're all still in over $200,000 in student loan debt. Because when you start a business, people think that when you start a business, you're automatically going to just go into this windfall of millions of dollars and you're going to be able to pay off everything immediately. No, you're not. Businesses take money to sustain. They take money to sustain. So all the money you make the first year, most businesses fail in their first year. Most startup businesses fail within their first year. Because people underestimate how much money it's going to take just to keep the doors open. Most businesses don't profit their first year. Most businesses lose money their first year. And most of them fail and close because people never assume that they're going to need to have a nest egg of money, even though they're starting a business. Audiobooks are a great option, man. Audiobooks are really a great option. Ghost and Wild Black says my older sister and her husband with degrees, 10 plus years later, still paying loans off. Stay-at-home mom and the brother-in-law driving Lyft. Let me tell you something, bro. Crypto Power, what up, bro? Good to see you, bro. Good to see you. Didn't know if you were going to make it today, man. When you think about student loan debt, man, and let me tell you, when they come back at you for those student loans, they ain't playing, man. You ain't going to pay them $200. The least amount of money I know anybody to pay back on their student loans is $1,100 a month. $1,100 a month, man, is nothing to sneeze at. That's some people rent. You know what I'm saying? Depending on where you live, that's your rent and all your household bills, man. That's some people mortgage and all their household bills. That's some people car note for 2 cars and the insurance. That's nothing to sneeze at. And we're talking about, think about how long it takes you to pay back $200,000 at $1,100 a month, and it's still accruing interest every day. The law to allow you to defer your loans have gotten stiffer. You know, Obama puts into legislation where if you pay off your student loans and without missing payments or being late on payment for 10 years, they'll forgive the rest of it. Your boy Trump come back and said, no. That shit ain't gonna work. These people need their money. We're not gonna do that. Now, if you were already paying your student loans back when Obama was in, when he implemented that law, you're still grandfathered in. But most people weren't. So there are people every day graduating college with student loans. Trump says, no, you're not gonna do that. You're gonna pay these people all their money back. It is not worth it, bro. Crypto Power says, Book of Alpha running is on the Truth Street. So grateful for his gym. Thank you so much for the shout outs and truth pills. Me as a 37-year-old, I learned a lot from you. Brother, I'll be honest with you, man. I appreciate you coming through, man, because I know how you get down with that crypto. I know how you are about focusing on getting that money, man. So, anytime I can still provide some value to you, brother, it's a blessing, man. That's for all you guys, man. Anytime I provide any value to you, man, I appreciate the ability to be able to provide value to you, man. To be able to give you something that will maybe not even change your life, but enhance your own ideas that you already had and let you know that, hey, man, I'm not crazy. There are other men who believe this. There are other men who feel this way. So, I appreciate that, Crypto, man. You've been rolling with me for a minute, man. You always show major support, bro. I appreciate that. Let me see. Yeah, man. It's just really not worth it with second. Now, I'll tell you, with women are kind of in a trap. That's why you can't allow yourself to get trapped in the same mindset as women. So committing to a woman gets you to start to accept that life she's in. And if you've been busting your ass in school since you were 5 years old, man, you didn't get finished until you were 30, 32 years old. And now you got all this student loan debt. Yeah, you gonna get out there and start buying a bunch of shit because the pressure is on you to prove that this degree pays you. So that's why women who have degrees go out and buy a bunch of shit they don't need. They're the greatest wasters of money anywhere. Excuse me, guys. Because they need to prove not only to their loved ones and their peers, but they need to prove to themselves that all that time they spent in school was worthy and it's going to pay them well enough to warrant the time they spent there. Hey, yo, man, I'm going to show you guys show you guys the first print of the shirts, man. Alpha's up. This is what it is, man. I'll put these up they'll be up on the store, man, by tomorrow. So when I stream tomorrow, man, I'll have the links on the store for you guys, man. And, you can go ahead over there. Now, I will tell you this, man. People in my area, they pre-ordered. And all my smalls are gone. I don't think any of you guys wear small. But all of my smalls are gone. And I only got one medium left. So what I have left is large and extra large. What I have on here is an extra large. This is how the extra large fits on me, man. I'm about 220, 222. So the extra large, still hugging the sleeve, man. Got a little, well, not really hugging on that one, man. I really didn't want to get these gilded shirts, man. But I like the heavyweight of the fabric. I kind of like shirts that fit a little bit tighter around the arms, man. But they got a little bit of flare on the arm, man, which I don't like. But it's not really bad. It's not a bad, it's not a bad flare. Like you could get some shirts, man, to fucking flare off the arm like this, man. You could get some real, I don't know, man. I never measure my arms, man. Yeah, this is XL, man. So the XL, it's a pretty good fit, man. The large, of course, I don't think anybody's going to wear a medium, man. I don't see any of you guys that are going to wear like a US medium, man. So I think large would be great. And the shirts, they kind of, they run a little bit, they don't run big. They run true to size. I mean, real true to size, man. So I don't know why I thought it was going to be hugging the sleeve, man. I thought it was going to be hugging the sleeve. But so, yeah, AP, that's XL, man. So I have those up, man, on the, I had those up at the store, man. I have links for you guys, man, on the stream tomorrow. Jimmy's life story. What up, bro? I have 2 more months in X-ray school and have always been aware of the concept you're talking about. Formal education, just a stepping stone to start for me. Yeah, no doubt, man. Anytime you use it as a stepping stone, then you've, that's all it should be, man. You can't make this one hell of a career out of this shit, man. But, yeah, can't 82 y'all say 3X game, man. You know what, man? I started to get some big ones, man. I tell you what, man. I went on the next order because I got to order. I got to reorder smalls and mediums, man. And what I'll do, man. Anybody else need 2X, 3X, man? If you do, man, put it in the chat right here, man, and I'll make sure I get a few of those. Chandler Reese, good to see you, shout. I appreciate that. Appreciate the donation. Appreciate the super chat. Good to see you in here. Didn't know if you were gonna make it through today, but good to see you in here. So, like I said, anybody else, man, who needs a bigger size, man, then I think the biggest size I got, man, is XL. That's it. I didn't go any bigger than XL. So if you need 2X, 3X, man, let me know. I could probably get them in maybe 4 days, man. I can get them in. I can get them in by next week for sure. So you guys let me know, man. And but like I was saying, man, about the thing, man, formal education, man, is just, you look at Bill Gates. Bill Gates started with formal education. He got as much as he could get out of it. And once he got to a point where he was like, okay, shit, I could take this somewhere and do something else, he dropped out. Him and his partners dropped out. Him and his partners who started Microsoft, man, they dropped out of school, started Microsoft, and now the cat been worth billions, man, ever since I can remember. We're on a computer right now based on the Microsoft design. The platform right now is Google Chrome, but what we're using is based on the Microsoft design. So what I'm telling you, man, is, I'm not against formal education. What I am against is men who are feeling like that is the only route they can take. That is not the only route they can take. As a man, you have several different avenues, man. And I am telling you, one thing you don't have to worry about, there's in our lifetime, as long as we're alive, they're going to need men to weld. Men are going to have to do construction. Men are going to have to do carpentry. Men are going to have to do fucking landscaping. Men are going to have to do all of these outdoor things that beautify the world. Men are going to have to, shit, you name it. Men are going to have to do it if it beautifies the world. Men are going to have to do it. Men are going to have to build fences. You name it. There's always money. Zuckerberg is a college dropout. You think about it. Good point. Who said that? Good point, Ghost of White Black. Jamalon Fowler, man, good to see you in here, bro. What up with you? So I'm telling you, man, we're in a situation where we're being told that because of business, it's a business. X-Man Hansen asked me if I play stocks. No, I don't, man. I like to invest in tangible businesses. Like I have one that we're in the process of opening now, man. It's called Wine and Design. It's a place where women, groups, couples, they come in and we have artists that teach you to paint while you sip wine. And we got wine, beer, snacks, food. You come in, you pay a fee, and we're talking about you come in and you learn to paint shit that is shit you can take home and put on your wall. This isn't something where you just color on a piece of paper. We've got paint, we've got canvases, we've got images. You come in, be instructed to paint. And this shit is really big on the East Coast, man, but there aren't many in the South. And so we're going to give it a shot, man. And, right now with the promotion, everybody in the area, everybody in the surrounding cities are waiting for this shit, man. So, we thought it was a genius idea, and there's just not one anywhere close. I mean, you got to travel fucking 7 hours to get to the closest one. So, we're going to work it, man. It's going to be great. The building, I'm going to show you guys the building, man. I think maybe I got to go in there in the morning, man. So I'll show you guys, what the building looks like now. And then I'll show you what it looks like when it's done, man. We spoke with the designer today, had her come in, man. The guys are coming in who are going to put the glass up to separate the private rooms and all of that, man. This shit is going to be cold, cuz I'm telling you. I'm telling you. So I believe in investing in tangible things that I can control, man. I like control. So I'm not saying investing in stocks is bad. I know some cats, man, that get money out of stocks. I know some cats that get money out of cryptocurrency. The homie Crypto Power. He's serious about that cryptocurrency. It can put you on it if your ass want to be on it. You know what I'm saying? It can probably give you some great ideas, some great advice on how to do it, man. So, when that's Johnny Cash says, you read the book Think and Grow Rich. This book lets you know formal education is overrated when it comes to accumulating money. It's very overrated, man. Formal education is about getting a job, man. It's about getting a job. You have to have a bigger idea about what you're going to do with that information. You can't have formal education and just view it as something you're going to do to get a good job that you can work and retire from. Let me tell you something, man. Nobody who retires from a job ever has enough money to retire on. Nobody. I got an uncle, man, who retired from GM. He was out, man, about 2 years, man. Ended up taking up some, maintenance supervisor position, man, at a plant, man. Just ended up, for a board of education, man. Man, you can't retire from a job and truly retire. You got to create several different revenue streams. So even if you've got a job, you got to create several different revenue streams, man. you got to have one revenue stream that's just for you to retire on. You can't do everything for one revenue stream, man. So this new business, this is simply what I'm going to use to retire from, man. Man, my son is talented as shit. I'm thinking about this summer, you know, once the business starts popping, man, thinking about, you know, just taking my son to California this summer, man, posting up out there all summer long, setting him up auditions, you know, pre-scheduling auditions and all of this, man, to get him out there, man, and show his talents, man. Get him out there and let him take some auditions, to be on some commercials or something, man. Kid's got a great personality, man, very talented, has a spark. I'll tell you a story, man. When he was 2 years old, I took him to California, took him to Disney World. A song came, now at SeaWorld, a song came on. He was a 2-year-old, man. He jumped around and danced and boogied and juked, man. That entire song drew a crowd at SeaWorld, a huge crowd. And he was just in the zone, man. I mean, on rhythm, not doing little kid, like just little silly stuff. He was in rhythm, man. He was grooving. He was going on, man. And suddenly when the song ended, as soon as the beat stopped, he jumped and posed like this. As a 2-year-old, I knew then that kid had it, man. And so it's up to me to take him and go out there, man. Set him up set him up a bunch of things to do, a bunch of opportunities. Take him out there, spend a whole summer out there, man. And if I have to do it again next summer, I'll do it again next summer. Take him out there, man, and let him live his dreams of being an entertainer, man. So, you know, this is what life is about, man. Anton Pierre, AP, I appreciate the donation, man, with the £5. Think I got it right. Oh, my bad. Damn, I wasn't trying to do that, man. Damn, I deleted the homie message, man. Danny G God. He said, man, do that shit, bro. He will grow up and appreciate it. No doubt, man. No doubt. You know, we all have to think about that, man. You know, no one guided me. I can't say no one guided me into greatness, man. You know, my dad wasn't really situated to do a lot of things, man. He was a retired vet, and he was exposed to Agent Orange, man. So he had some lingering mental issues from that, man. So he wasn't able to do a lot, man. He eventually was, you know, certified 100% mentally disabled, man. He ain't crazy. But just the effects from that chemical, it destroys some parts of his brain, man. So, you know, he's still functional, man. Still can drive, still do all that, man. Still have great conversation with him and still hang out, man. Still go fishing and all that. But just being functional in society, in the workspace, he lost some parts of his brain, man, that just wouldn't allow him to do that regularly. So, you know, but he did everything he could, man. It's called Agent Orange, man. What he did, man, was he was actually in the Vietnam War, man. This, of course, before I was born, man. But he every Christmas, man, he made sure, man, he got me some type of musical instrument from the time I was 3. You know, he figured out early on that music was my thing, man. So he bought me a drum set, bought me guitars, bought me pianos, and I ain't talking about that little kid shit. I'm talking about real shit. Yeah, it's a kush string now, man. But back then it was a chemical, man, that they used that the Viet Cong used in the jungle, man. So yeah, it's a chemical, man, chemical warfare. You know, very, very primitive chemical warfare that hadn't been tested in the lab. So the side effects weren't known, the long-term effects weren't known. They just knew that it would affect our ass in that jungle. So you know, it's one of those things, man, where, you know, I look at it, man, and I say that we as men have to make our own way. You know, going your own way is one thing. Making your own way is totally different. You have to understand. Yeah, that's what it is, Dominique Delay. You know, but you know, it's kind of like if they spray our ass with pesticide right now. If they spray our ass with the pesticide they use right now, we're gonna be fucked. We don't know how because they don't use it on humans, but we know at some point there's some damage gonna come up from it. So, you know, it's kind of, you know, what they sprayed the vegetation with it, but they also added other chemicals to it. So, you know, when you look at it, man, it's one of those things where formal education will get you to a certain point in life. It will, man. If you don't have any, formal education is better than no education. But its ability to make you wealthy, its ability to create a positive cash flow throughout your future is limited, man. You have to self-educate. Even if you only self-educate on how to turn this into an entrepreneurship, you have to self-educate. Whether you have formal education or not, in order to become a successful individual who creates generational wealth, you have to self-educate, man. That's the only way to view that. Let's see here, man. I'm going to. That's just the way it goes, man. There are a lot of things that can be said, a lot of things that can be, debated. It can be debated. People can say, well, formal education, this. You can say it, man. I'm not saying formal education is a bad thing. I'm just comparing the two and telling you about the benefits of each. And there are benefits of self-education that you can't get from formal education. But there really aren't any benefits that you can get from formal education that you can't get from self-education unless you're destined to be in a certain field. If you're destined to be in a certain field, then yeah, there are going to be some things that you need from formal education. There are going to be some things that you're not going to be able to get without formal education. On a certain far, you're going to make it. On so far, you're going to make it. You're going to be limited to your growth. But even with formal education, you're limited in your financial growth. Career growth, yeah, you can accomplish that. But we're talking about finance. What's the purpose of having a career? What's the purpose of going to work? What's the purpose of doing anything? What the purpose is to create revenue, man, to create a positive enough revenue stream where you can start making your money make money. The goal in life is not to make money working your entire life. The goal in life is to make money and get to the point where you can let your money make money on its own, period. That's what this is about. Think about that thing. Everyone has a thing that they would love to be doing for money. That's the thing you should be doing for money. Figure out a way to do it for money. You know how you do that? Self-educate. Read. Figure out other people who've made that thing a financial resource for them. Read. Figure out how they did it. No, let me tell you something that they don't teach your ass how to do with a formal education. They don't teach your ass. If you go to medical school, they don't teach you how to open your own goddamn clinic. If you get a psychology degree, they don't tell you how to open your own damn, they don't teach you how to open your own damn facility. These are things you have to learn afterwards. Everything about being an entrepreneur, even if you get a business degree, they tell you how to run a business. That shit don't necessarily tell you how to be an entrepreneur, because every business, every single industry has its own particular nuances when it comes to starting a business in that industry. Yeah, now everything's online. Love Incorporated, I see you in here, bro. Tamara says to use your gifts to make money. For sure. No doubt about that, Tam. Use your gifts to make money. We all have gifts. You can give them away for free, or you can charge for them. Don't feel bad about charging for them. Everyone else charges for theirs. Love Incorporated says something that's profound. You can always learn more on your own. Even more than that, the reason you can learn more on your own is because you don't have to learn in a structured environment. You can look at something, and if it's not giving you the information you prefer, you can shun that shit and read something else. When you're in a formal education environment, there are certain books you're going to read. There are certain principles you're going to accept. These are the books that you must read to pass through this formal education. Yeah, man, the ways of making money is changing up fast. You gotta keep up, man, no doubt. No doubt. Trades are the one thing that are going to be consistent. You can always make money welding. You can always make money doing construction. You can always make money as an architect. You can always make money as a landscaper. You can always make money as an auto mechanic. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something, man. If I had a son who was into cars, into cars, I would raise him up to be an auto mechanic, man, and let him be a fucking NASCAR mechanic. Just send him out to be a NASCAR. If he got to work his way up through all the racing circuits, man, I'll push him through the racing circuits, man, and let him work his way to be. If you're a NASCAR mechanic, man, you think about they total a car out, and they bring it to you and your crew to put it back together. Man, you know, them motherfuckers, who knows what they make? I haven't researched it because I don't have a son who's into it. But man, you may be able to get and we talk about with the NASCAR sponsorship, Man, you can get a car back 10-10, man. That might be $150,000 for you for one car. Let's say you on the Hendrick Racing team, man. They got 10 cars. Every year, every year they tab at least 8 of them. Multiply that 8 times 150 racks, $150,000, man. And you get into money. And then you get the side hustle work that you do, man. I'm telling you, man. Yeah, Crypto Power says make some money in Bitcoins, hustle and grind. Crypto is the future. Don't read what mass media says. Never read what mass media says. You will never hear positive things about crypto, but blockchain is the future. I've been looking into crypto a little bit, man. Now, I've been keeping up with it a little bit, not really, as much as I got into minimalism a little bit yesterday on the live stream, man. I spent some time on it. Were you in here, crypto? I don't know if you were in here at that time, man. But yeah, man, I spent quite a while on yesterday's live stream, man, on the minimalistic lifestyle, man, and how beneficial it is, man. Every time I turn on TV, I hear the word gay. Yeah, man, that's why I don't do the trick box, man. Yeah. I talked about that quite a bit yesterday, crypto. Jimmy's life story, I appreciate it, man. Homie says the book of Alpha running me. Read it or weep. Church. Good looking out, homie. I appreciate that. Appreciate the super chat, man. Good looking out. When you think about it, man, you really have to keep in mind that the thing that Tamara says this, when you use your gifts, you enjoy what you're doing and you excel. Yeah, man. No doubt about it. Man, you got to do something you love, man. Love yourself enough to do something you love to make money. There's no other way, man. Love yourself enough to do something you love to make money. That's it, man. That's really about the only thing you can do, man. It's almost absurd to think about the prospect of living your entire life doing something that you don't even enjoy. I couldn't imagine it, man. I can't imagine it. I just start robbing people, man. I put on ski mask, start robbing dope boys. I go through all the hoods all over, man, just start robbing dope boys. That'd be my career. If I got to do something that I'm miserable at, then I might as well, man, take that misery out on people who poison their community. I catch you selling crack in your community, man, I'm robbing you and your plug. Me and my crew going around in a minivan, with not even in a full-size van, full-size high-top conversion van with ski masks and gas. We robbing all the D-boys that poison their community. I'd rather do that, man, than do something that I'm totally miserable doing, man. Yeah, the media does do that, man. They make men who don't want to get married come across as some type of villain. Like they make you come across like you fear commitment, or you're afraid of women, or you just want to be some man who's out here in the streets, man, knocking down everything. Man, we're just smart men. It's okay for men to be smart, man. Johnny Cash said, I do construction in NYC right now. Make more than a lot of people with degrees, plus faster to start making money than school with no student loan debt. Doing real estate on the side. That's game right there, bro. Now that's getting money. That's getting money. Listen, we as men cannot adopt the mindset that we'd rather be sitting in a fucking office somewhere. Why do we have all this physical strength when we're young? Because we can go out and do physical shit and make money. There are so many things that we can do that women can't do. Now, there are some hardcore bras who can get out there and throw bricks with your ass if you want to. But for the most part, women gravitate toward those office jobs or those beautification jobs, hair salons and nail salons and boutiques and shit like that. There's an entire world of business out here that we as men still dominate, but we live in a society that's making us so docile and so soft that we don't want to break our fucking nails. We don't want to go out here and do anything manual. We don't want to do any hard work, because hard work pays off in every facet of life. Hard work and managing your money pays off. And you don't have to get in $200,000 worth of student loan debt to do that. The cat that's over here doing the build out on the business space went to school for 2 years. carpentry, the head of the crew, over there about to build a wall separating. You know, it was a too wide space, and we just bought one. You know, it was a commercial space. Actually, it was 3 wide. It was a restaurant, and we just bought the end section of it. So he over there building a wall right now, man. Cat went to school 2 years, man. Head of a construction crew, man, can literally build anything. And then his homies, the cat who putting the glass up, one of his homies. The cat who coming in putting the surround sound in, one of his homies. All these cats went to school, man, for a couple years, man. And now they got their own businesses with crews that work for them. And they out here getting money, doing some shit that they love to do, man. I'm telling you, man. Men are creators. Women are consumers. You damn right, crypto power. Men invented streets, clean trash, built skyscrapers, invented cars, Amazon, Apple, Facebook, built trains and planes. What did women invent? Shopping. That's what the hell they invented, shopping. Shopping till they drop. They invented ways to break your ass. That's what they invented. Yeah, that cushy office job, man, I just can't stand to be inside all day, man. I don't want to be in no day. Look at here, man. Even if you got a corner office, that just makes your window bigger and you get to look out on the beauty of the city. I like to be outside, man. When the weather's beautiful, I want to be outside, man. That's why this summer, that's why I'm touring this summer. It's going to be hot as hell in most places, but it's going to be active. It's going to be festive. People are going to be out. The areas are going to be beautified for the summer tourists. That's why I'm getting out this summer, man, because I want to be outside. Let me tell you something. If I do a performance outside and I'm on stage for 20 minutes, it's going to be a hot ass 20 minutes, but it's only 20 minutes. And then I get to get that check, and then I get to dip and go do it in the next town. I'm telling you, man, you have to understand, man, that, you know, we as men don't have to live the way women live. I would implore you to never live the way women live. They are opposite from us. So pattern your life to be the total opposite of what women's lives are, and you'll be okay. Your existence will be alpha. Do fewer things that women do, and your existence will be more alpha. Now, follow Tamara Reese's suit. Tamara Reese will come in here and donate to the cause. Do that like she does. She's very supportive. She's a very supportive follower, man, and I appreciate it. Like, consistently. So, you know, but everybody who donated today, man, I appreciate it, man. I really do appreciate it. You know, this is the life that we choose as alpha men, man. We choose this life. You know, let's live this life. Let's enjoy this life. Let's enhance this life in every way that we can. And the way that we do that is to AP say Tamara balling. I believe she is, man. Tamara, you over there balling? What you doing over there in Savannah? All right, maybe take a trip over there and see what you're doing over there. Crypto Power says, I'm a wolf as an alpha, but I like it. No drama or stress, man, no doubt. I don't do drama or stress, man. I don't have to accept it. I don't have to deal with it. Everyone I deal with on my own terms. So when I deal with women, I deal with women on my own terms. Man, you can even be in a relationship with a woman if you want to, but you got to do that shit on your own terms. Just because you're in a relationship with a woman don't mean you got to commit. If you're just having sex with a woman, y'all have a sexual relationship. If you're just hanging out with a woman, y'all have a casual fucking public relationship. Any relationship you have with a woman is a relationship. I'm not saying you don't have to be in a relationship with a woman, but you have to do it by your terms. You can't be under the term that a woman wants you to be in to be some beta male, some man, Johnny motherfucker. You can't. You have to be who you're going to be. Period. Tamara said, working and taking care of me and my daughter, I told you I would support you. Hey, I told you I'm going to hold you to it too. And right now, you're proving yourself. You're proving yourself. Honesty, man, is what this world is about. Any woman who proves herself deserves a level of appreciation. And that is why I say I appreciate Tamara Reese, because she said it, she does it. That's proof. Life is just about proof. Men say they're alpha, prove it. Stop chasing women. Let women choose on you. Enjoy the benefits of an alpha existence. That is when you prove your alpha. Prove your alpha by living an alpha life. By doing what you said you will do, by being who you say you are. My way or the highway. That's it, man. My way or the highway. Man, that's been my motto for so long, man. I was telling women that when I was 19. It's my way or the highway. Well, no, I say it's my way or no way. It's my way or no way. Period. It's my way or no way. I don't want to discuss another way. The only way I respect is my way. The only way I desire is my way. The only way I'm open to discuss is my way. And the only discussion we will have about it is my way or no way. That's it. That is it, man. Listen, self-prioritize individual is the title that we should all wear. Self-prioritize individual is what we must all accept, adopt, and adjust our lives to support. That is the only way I will live my life, man. Self-prioritized. I'm not saying you can't care about other people, but you damn sure better not put nobody else before yourself. Self-prioritization is key, man. It's key. And the only people you should have around you is those people who support that ideology. Those people who support that. Those people who are not only okay with that, but support that. That is what this life is about, man. Doing what you feel, doing what you wish, doing what you must. And only surround yourself with people who support that, accept that, and respect that. Anyone who doesn't deserve to be in your presence, man. I am telling you. One more time, guys. Show you guys the first shirt design, man. Alpha. This is it. I'll have it up on the store tomorrow. So when I stream tomorrow, I have the links for you guys, man. You can go right over, man. Shoot over to the store. Pick it up. This is it, man. Great design. Simple design, man. Effective design, I think, man. And like I said, man, the story behind the design, man, is I just wanted to I wanted to do something different as far as the animal I used, man. You know what I'm saying? I could have used a lion. I actually had a lion up first. I was going to design a lion first, man. And but the lion is kind of typical. And then I wanted to kind of look rough, like tough. So there was a wolf there, but the only thing I could design was a wolf's head. You know, I didn't want that. But when I saw this cold ass, mean ass bobcat, man, I was like, boy, that motherfucker, that is mean. That boy look like me. That's how I look at my sweaters, man. When I bust my sweaters out, man, and get the fucking look. Motherfuckers don't want to see me, man, when I'm like that. Anton Pierre said, run me, where can I learn about nutrition, specifically micronutrients, minerals, and health? Man, you know what, bro? I'm going to start posting more about that, man. I think I'll do my live streams about all these topics, man. And I think maybe when it comes to like information, I'll do videos on information, man, with real life information, real life charts for people who want to get real information about it, man, because that's really my area of expertise, man. Like I jumped into training and all of that later on, man. But my area of expertise has always been nutrition, man. You know, it's always been nutrition, man. You know, it sounds simple since I am SPI, things go great for me. I don't care what others think, just me. Me too, man. That's how I am. That's how I am. Oh, you know, you got one over here, Tamarise. You know, Tamarise is the president of my Savannah, Georgia fan club, man. So I got to start doing a little work out there in Savannah, Georgia. I have a desire to master health, body, mind, and spirit. Hey, man, that should be the desire of all of us, man. You know, until you master your own self, then nothing else matters. Christopher Ridley, what up, bro? Good to see you in here, man. You know, so it's one of those things, man. What size you need, Tamarise? Jimmy Life Story say, my older brother got married about 3 years ago. He is slowly falling apart and becoming a simp. I have told him to leave the relationship, but he won't because he loves her. He thinks he loves her, man. Man, love is a figment of your fucking imagination, man. Love is that beta male in you telling you that what that woman professes to feel for you, you should reciprocate it. And as long as she professes that feeling for you, you should stay there. Because she deserves that simply because she professes that feeling for you. Misery loves company. don't like company. So I don't want misery around me. If he's in a situation and he's not happy, man, he better get the hell on. He's in his feelings, man. Those feelings are. I got a video up, man, called "Fuck Your Feelings." Emotions aren't real, and they really aren't, man. Emotions aren't real. Emotions aren't real, man. The motherfuckers aren't real, bro. You know, it's one of those things where we as men, we trust them because women have often thrust them into our faces from the time we were children. We learn to talk about love when we're children. And we think that love from your mother transitions to romantic love. But let me tell you something about love from your mother. Your mother's love for you is undying. She loves on you every single day when you're a baby, man. She loves on you to the point where you don't even know anything other. She is the very first person that you learn to love because she is giving you a love so strong for the most part now, in most cases, where you can reciprocate it. You have no choice but to reciprocate it. You naturally reciprocate it because you attach everything you are to that woman. That woman will kick a woman's ass over you. She might kill a woman over you. That woman will kill your dad over you if he puts hands on you. She will choose you over him. That's fucking love. You will never get that shit from a woman, man, in a romantic sense. Her love has conditions. Your mother love has one condition: your ass being born. Once you're born, that's it. That's all you have to do to earn your mother's love. A woman will give you conditional love. It will change based on how those conditions change. So any man who believes he's in love, man, he's a fool, man. Jim Life Story said my family has talked to him countless times, but he is stuck in his feelings and delusional as a motherfucker. He is not happy, but believes he can be happy again. Once the joy is gone out of a situation, man, it's gone. It never comes back. Once the joy leaves any situation, let's say you're miserable at your job. I don't give a fuck how much money they pay you. You can't transform misery without changing your environment first. Once an environment becomes miserable, you cannot fix it. The environment must be changed completely. You must leave the environment behind. Once any situation becomes toxic, let's go to a toxic waste site. I don't give a fuck how many chemicals they put in it. It's going to always be a toxic waste site. Let's go to a polluted river. I don't give a fuck how many chemicals they put in it, how much water they flush through it. It is always going to be a polluted river. Pollution latches on to the environment and stays around. So whenever your life is polluted by the figment of your imagination that leads you to believe in the beta male concept of love, it will never change until you change environments. That is the truth of the matter, man. Any man who believes that he is in love with a woman is a fool. He is a fool. Women don't give that type of love, so they don't warrant that type of love. Relationships are simply about how much is she willing to do to make sure that I want to be around her. How much is she willing to do to make sure that I want to be around her? Tell me. That is simply what it's about. Gentlemen, focus on your power of no. That is your life force. That is the strongest thing you have in your life. Say no to the beta male in you that influences you to do dumb shit like get married and stay in relationships and think you love a woman and think a woman loves you and think a woman respects you even if your ass is beta and thinking that a woman won't take advantage of you if you allow her to and thinking that if you give her an inch, she won't take 2 inches. If you give her 2 inches, she won't take 3. If you give her rope, she won't try to be goddamn Wonder Woman. Think about these things, gentlemen. And also remember, self-education will make you wealthy. Formal education will get you a great job. The choice is yours about what you want. I am running behind schedule here, fellas. I just got a call to let me know that. I got to get ready to get to my son's baseball game and really figure out where the hell it is, man. Put it in what am I thinking about, man? What's the shit to put the GPS and figure out how to get out there to it, man? So I appreciate you guys coming through, man. Once again, these are the shirts, man. They will be up tomorrow, man. Tomorrow's live stream, man. These boys will be up and they will be ready. They will be available for purchase. Like I said again, man, the smalls are sold out. I don't think any of you guys were small. I got one medium left. Everything else is large and extra large. And I've got quite a few of them, man. So y'all keep on coming. And I'll get back into that diet info to AP, man, because I live my life like that every day, man. So I really could shoot a video every day about some meal or some aspect of my life and do some talking while I'm doing that. I think I will, man, because I also want to get into showing you guys how to prepare these vegan meals, man. Like, I cook every day. And so I want to start showing this shit as well, man. But I don't want to clutter my channel up with a whole bunch of different shit, man. I don't want that to have a negative effect on how you guys view my channel. So I do have the Firmly Planet channel, man. And I may upload this stuff and then move it over to that channel and try to funnel you guys who are interested in that over to that channel, man. So everyone, man, I appreciate you coming through, man. Jimmy Life Story, man, I appreciate you coming through. Ken82 Draw, AP, Johnny Cash, Crypto Power, Dean J, Tamara Reese, I appreciate you coming through. I appreciate you donating, Shawty. Zariah Solomon, hey, man, good to see you, man. I didn't give you a shout out before now. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you coming through. Love Incorporated, Dean J, Axman Hanson, Dominique Daly. Appreciate your donation, bro. Appreciate your donation, AP. Crypto Power, good to see you coming through, man. Everyone who came through, man. Jimmy Life Story, I appreciate your donation too as well, man. You know, it's good to see you guys in here, man. It was a great stream, man. You know, I wish I could have went on a little bit longer, man. Ghost and Wild Black, good to see you in here, man. Ziggy One Ton, good to see you in here, man. I think this is your first time in. Good to see you. Unsunken One, Gilbert Bird, everybody who came through, man. Dan the G God, appreciate everybody coming through, man. Amalan, good to see you in here, man. Dressification, good to see you coming through, bro. I appreciate everybody coming through the stream, man. I appreciate it. You know, Fortitude, I appreciate you coming through, homie. Listen, man, we're going to wrap this thing on up. Everyone, man, I appreciate you coming through. I'll be back again tomorrow, man, doing this stream, man. And you motherfuckers let me know, man, if I'm doing this shit too much, man, if you're getting tired of me, man. And I'll cut back on it. You know, I don't want to saturate y'all these streams, man. But, you know, man, listen, I'll be here, man. A red pill a day keeps that beta shit away. I'm telling you, man. Get those red pills, man. Stay up, man. Stay true to the form. Stay in your square. Don't let them knock you out, man. Never let them see you sweat. And it's always Alphas up. And it's always, man. Alphas up, betas down. Peace. See you guys tomorrow, man. Tomorrow's stream, man, I'll do it at noon. I'll jump on at noon tomorrow, man. That'll be the stream time tomorrow. Appreciate it, man. Everyone. Yo. All the streams, man, I'm going to keep them up, man, unless YouTube kick one of them out. This one, man, I got kind of, you know, I cursed quite a bit in this one, man, so they may kick this one out, man. I don't know. I'll just wait and see, man. I hate for them to kick it out, man, and then, you know, fucking, I lose my ability to stream, man, for 3 months. But we'll just see how it goes, man. I'll keep them up, man. So far, you know, they ain't been sweating me too much, man, so I'll keep them up. As always, man, Alphas up, betas down. Peace.